whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never brought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. Some criminals he chill with didn't think he was real. See, being niggas like this have never been evil. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He feeding for props like addicts with pipes and needles. So he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalist inventor. Coincidentally, dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave into his greed. I gotta tell you a story about my little homie. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of them hood niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. He told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked a motherfucker up in that club. But only a real thug is stabbed so far till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. And he really realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a chick to prove he was cold-hearted. Now we got a chance between going back to his life or making money with made men up in the sun. His dreams about cars and ice made him agree. A hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. So he met them Friday night at 2:45. Rode around the project slum while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, till they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on the way home. So they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped the shirt around her head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid. Now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy thumped her up and grabbed the chick by the hand, dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. Struck them hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. Got to the roof and then they held her down on the ground, yelling, "Shut the fuck up! Stop moving around!" The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and poured. They stomped on the bitch till they broke in her jaw. The dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently, and then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw opened for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done, she was lying bloody, broken and bruised. One of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. He told him that she was a witness who what she gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed to spot the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. Oh. And now I have to finish my stories. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice. And he felt strong standing alone with his new brothers, cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate his corruption had successfully changed his fate. And he remembered how his moms used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth. He cried out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof, died with no soul. They said death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about him. And listen, cause the story that I'm true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my show. And every street sight from listening to Lil Thug Slow could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you Before I leave, I want to let y'all know, lots of people come up to me after the show and they ask me, is that song real? Did that shit really happen? And I tell them it happens every day, in every country, in every city, all over the fucking world. And I make it more personal for all the dudes here, because they're more dudes than women. Your mother, your sister, your grandmother, the girl you came here with tonight, or the woman you're gonna marry someday, she might have lost her virginity by being a victim of rape or been a victim of that sometime during her life, and she might never tell you. You poor bastards might never know, and it's because women are prouder than men, and every single time that there's been a revolution, it's been the women that have been more of the pain and suffering than any other man could possibly fucking imagine. So before you wake up in the morning and you think you're some kind of fucking political activist, or you look in the mirror and you think you see some guerrilla warrior or crusader for truth, understand you make the changes you want to see in the rest of the world in yourself first. That means that when it's time to be a man, it's not when you're drunk in the club and somebody bumps into you. But if you see somebody at a park touching little fucking kids, or you see somebody trying to drag a woman somewhere at a party, that's the time when you gotta stand up like a fucking man and take your place where it should be. This is hardcore rock and roll, this is hardcore hip hop. This isn't that bubblegum pussy-ass rap you gonna hear on the radio, motherfucker. This is the real shit that represents what goes around the earth. Rebelons in a motherfucking building. I'm gonna see y'all at Rock the Bells. Please put a fist in the motherfucking air and repeat after me. Viva la revolution! Viva la revolution! Que viva la revolution! Make some noise for everyone you see on stage already. Make some noise. Oh. We got Rise, we got Lauren Hill, we got Muse, and make some motherfucking noise for Rage Against the Machine. I love y'all motherfuckers, L.A. Immortal, check me. Burn it off the internet and bump it outside, you son of a bitch. Technique, 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 technique.